I still have, like, I gave away a Morgan Greer, which I still have another Morgan Greer. I love Morgan Greer. And I think the next one I'm going to get is a smaller version because I'm falling in love with smaller cards. But let's pull Brianna a card and then we'll talk about cards because I really want to geek out about cards as well.
Sure.
But we do have all these voice notes that we need to get through as well. So, okay.
Yeah.
So for Brianna, your card is the Ace of Swords reversed, and this can just be like miscommunication, misfires as far as communication, unclear thoughts, blocked ideas. But Mercury is in retrograde, so like communication is like intense and fucked across the board in general for a lot of reasons, in a lot of ways, and like travel delays and stuff like that, and things can go wrong. It doesn't always, because I had a friend travel to me during a Mercury retrograde. You can still have good communication and stuff like that, but in your case it looks like just a lack of clarity associated with the air energy, but the potential for great ideas and really forward thinking is there. You just have to change your perspective and change your approach to your cognitive processes and that like initiation to it, that activating energy.
And interestingly, I think this card is going to kind of complement what themes you've already brought up, but I have the Page of Pentacles.
Okay.
So dealing with the Page of Pentacles, so the Ace is what starts the number cards in the minor arcana, and the Page is what starts the court cards in the minor arcana. And so we're dealing with Pentacles, we're dealing with earth energy, and that is all about your, everybody defaults to saying it, oh, it's talking about your finances, which is not wrong. That's true. But it's also dealing with your home and like your basic physicality, because our homes is where we keep all of our possessions, and it's where
Yes.
we conduct most of our
It's
day-to-day existence is in our
Taurus.
homes.
This is a Taurus full moon. It's a Taurus full moon and it's still activating energy.
Mm-hmm. So in terms of like having this miscommunication and this lack of clarity that the kind of reverse Ace of Swords brings up, the Page of Pentacles to me suggests that it really has to do with like how you're going to just live on the day to day. So there's kind of like a call for you to get some clarity. You want to flip that sword upright so you can have a better, because the Page is all about taking a risk, about doing something different. So we've come through like the minor arcana up to 10, and then we transition into the court. It's like, so we've learned all that we learned going through the number cards in the minor arcana. And now we have to take the essence of the 10 of Pentacles and then invest it forward and really like actualize it into reality for ourselves. So there's like that starting energy with both the Ace and the Page. So kind of get the clarity that you need. And I see this person in the card itself, they are like looking at the pentacle, they're staring at the pentacle. So this is like time to kind of close down a little bit and really get clear and really look within, because they're kind of like scrying, they're looking at the pentacle almost like though it's a crystal ball. So sink into what you want to have in terms of that day-to-day existence. Do you need to change up your job a little bit? Do you need to just change your living situation a little bit, even if it's so much as just rearranging your furniture, but get that clarity so you know how to initiate that change, because there's always risk in change. So get that clarity that you need, so then you'll know how to move in the direction that you want to go in that regard.
Definitely. And where the opportunity lies.
Yep.
In a Mercury retrograde, so you at least have an excuse to be on this, It's not like your fault. Totally. Because it's hard regardless out on here in these streets.
May I please get a card pulled? Thanks.
I think that's one we just did, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sun and Aries men definitely come fast. That's for sure. So Aries Sun men in like record time.
Yeah, I my experience.
I don't know. I've never. I can't. I don't know that I've ever been with an Aries.
Yeah, my Aries Sun boyfriend that I had, the sex life was not where it was at. And actually he was kind of I guess he was kind of asexual. Like it was very, for being an Aries male, sex was a very, very low priority for him. And it was always, in our interactions were always very brief. And for an 8th house sun, like and also with having an Aries Venus, like not having sex when I was 19 was like some of the hardest shit. It just
How
fucked my head up
pleasurable.
hard.
I would have been very upset. Jillian does not agree with that. She wouldn't have approved of that. No, but I mean, shout out to asexual people. No shade on asexual people. But it's really hard.
It's just a bad situation for a bad situation for a hypersexual person to be paired with an asexual person. It's
for both
it's
parties
not a good time
involved,
for anybody.
for anybody involved. And I think it's like I think it's important, to be matched on those levels, or at least understand that up front. And if it's something you agree to do, knowing that, then you can't give the person any flack about it. You have to just deal with it. But if eventually you just work something out with somebody, I don't know. I feel like relationships have to be pliable, but
communication is key. It's like what you
for sure.
So basically, if you're gonna date an Aries Sun man, make sure you're in a polyamorous relationship. That's basically the sum of this. And make sure you're in a polyamorous relationship when engaging with Aries Sun men. What I love about Stereo is they will not censor me for that. So thank you, Stereo. Shout out to Stereo. Let us know what your sun sign is. Let us know if you need a card. Let us know what you think about a certain sun sign. Like, what are your thoughts about astrology? Like, is there a sign that you hate? Is there a sign that you love? What's your sign?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's exactly me, lol. Self-serving? Yeah, sometimes. I've been working on it. One thing I think is funny is that I got this tarot reading one time from this really good reading. It was like early college. I'm 25 now. But she was like, if you fuck someone with vagina, they're going to get pregnant. So maybe, like, be careful. And that stuck to me to this day. And I'm like, uh-oh, better watch out.
Keep it wrapped.
You definitely can. Penis and vagina interactions can result in pregnancy.
It's true. It's been scientifically proven, in fact.
Can
penis and vagina
confirm.
interactions
Can confirm.
lead to a situation.
It definitely can, which is like life, creation, person, result, or pregnancy. It could just lead to various things, depending. So yeah. Yeah, that's something to consider. I don't know how long that warning was, or I don't know. I guess just have sex with who you want to have sex with, or if you have sex with someone with a vagina, avoid pregnancy. There's lots of stuff out there to avoid it these days.
Yeah, you got this. You can avoid it.
We believe in you. You have a Leo Mars, so do what's best for you.
Taurus will have high quality sex for 6 hours, and like maybe it's not high quality the entire time, but a good amount of that time is high quality sex. That's for sure. Taurus. Aries will have high quality sex with you 6 times in 6 hours. Maybe not necessarily or whatever, but both are chef's kiss right there.
I could see Aries suns having a rapid turnaround, a very, very brief refractory period. I could see that.
I have a brief refractory period as an Aries. Like, I can have sex multiple times. I can have sex all day, every day, multiple times a day. I can have,
but not just one. You don't want one continuous session. You want little broken up sessions.
I mean, I can do one continuous session. I have a Taurus Venus, so
yeah, that gives some staying power.
So I'm down for what you're down for. If it's quality, that's what I care about. So as long as it's good, and I'm like, I mean, but I do like frequent, obviously, like frequent is good. It doesn't have to be like continuous, but just frequent. Because if you okay, like let's be real, like if we're gonna get the nitty gritty, but like if you bust a good enough nut, like you can chill for a little while. Like even an Aries can.
Yeah.
So you got some time. So that's why I guess it wouldn't have to be like multiple hours straight. Because I could probably fall
Yeah.
asleep. Maybe because I'm a Taurus Venus, so I could do it like 6 times. I don't know. I feel what she said about Aries is what I'm saying. I confirm what Gwen said. I'm just co-signing her about 6 times in 6 hours and how we could like fall asleep in between or do something else or get bored and do something, a different activity. And then like return and fuck again later within a few hours. It's practical that an Aries would do that. Like I'd be down for that. Like that sounds like something I would be okay with doing. It would make sense to me personally. So shout out to Gwen. She's our celebrity on this show right now.
Are we all Mars and Capricorn? Because I love that for us.
I love
Yeah,
that for us because
I do.
we are like the daddy of the like Mars signs.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
I don't
daddiest.
usually use that word, but in this case it is. It's definitely the fucking meme that Kirsty used back in the day of the fucking Kim Kardashian with the swole arms. She knows exactly what I'm talking about, by the way. She knows precisely what I'm talking about. That's what Capricorn Mars is like. And as women with Capricorn Mars, we have a boss energy, a big, heavy dick energy that nobody can fuck with. And I wish somebody would try. On top of it, because I'm an Aries sun too with the Leo moon. So literally everything in my chart is like super flex, like super audacity is high key just for me. So I have to know that about myself. Like not everybody feels that about themselves. Not everybody's like an Aries sun, Leo moon, Capricorn rising. Like I mean not Capricorn rising, but Capricorn Mars, Leo rising, you know. We're also all Leo rising each. The three of us are
Yeah,
all Leo rising as well.
we're
That's
fucking
something else.
magnificent creatures. Like, oof, we are
Magnificent.
magnificent
A
creatures.
sight to behold and experience in general. Because
Mm-hmm.
actually meeting up with you guys, like, okay, like meeting Jillian in person, it's like, okay. You had no idea. Like, you know, people are beautiful, but there's some things you just weren't prepared for. You know, shout out to Jillian for being fine as fuck, straight up. So, yeah, but especially Jillian because, me and her and Kirsten, who is listening, shout out to Peach. Follow Peach on whatever she wants us to. Peach, call in and let us know where people can like find you and follow and see what you want, where you want people to go to see what you're doing. Because we co-sign it and we love you. Whatever I was saying, I don't remember because I've been hitting the vape pen repeatedly. And drinking Moscato.
Yeah, we've been drinking this whole time.
Yeah,
And
I'm
drinking
getting
Moscato.
close to needing drink time. So let's crack through these couple ditties and then
Yeah, let's get these.
get
Yeah.
some drinks.
I'm Brianna from all the groups.
Yeah, from all the
Yes.
groups. She's from the
From all the
Starverse.
groups, shout out to our friends from the Starverse. We love you. Thank you. Thank you for coming through and representing for us on a whole new platform, following us over here. We love to have you. We love to interact with you this way. What is it like for you guys to hear us in this platform? Like just hear our voices go off, like shitpost live and just see avatars of our voices going off. I love it personally because shitposting live, exactly how I would say it, is ideal for me as an Aries. It is the quickest way to do it, and I appreciate it. And I don't have to look that cute. I can just be in my pajamas, and there's no like distractions or ads on the fucking site.
Yeah,
So
that is really nice.